The world of ARMY was once again made excited after rumors about a private conversation between two beloved members of BTS, namely Jungkook and Jimin, began to be discussed on various social media platforms. Many fans are wondering, is it true that the two are secretly discussing a big comeback? Or is this just speculation that is again exaggerated by the fandom? Let's break it all down calmly and based on the available facts. In recent days, the fan community has been made curious by snippets of conversations that claim to have come from Jungkook and Jimin's personal interactions. This footage began to go viral after several fanbase accounts discussed the possibility of a code or comeback hint in their interactions. It didn't take long. This topic immediately trended, especially among Jikook shippers who are always observant to read every little detail. However, it is important to understand, until now there has been no official confirmation from the agency or from Jungkook and Jimin himself regarding the existence of a specific private chat discussing a comeback. Most of the discussions that are circulating are still in the realm of fans' interpretation of public moments, such as live streams, Weverse comments, or interactions on official content. Even so, there are some real moments that make this speculation feel even more interesting. One of them is when Jungkook and Jimin on several occasions were seen giving small spoilers about their activities. In the previous live, the two did mention that they were preparing something for the future. It was this statement that some of the ARMYs later considered a subtle hint that something big was in the works. For longtime fans, this kind of pattern is nothing new. BTS members are known to often give vague hints before major projects are announced. Therefore, it is only natural that their every word and gesture is now analyzed in depth by the fandom. On the other hand, many ARMYs are more cautious and remind that it is important to distinguish between fact and speculation. Without an official statement, all claims about private chat content should be treated as fan theories rather than verified information. What is clear is that the chemistry between Jungkook and Jimin has always been in the spotlight. Since the debut era, the two have been known to have a very close friendship, both on stage and behind the scenes. Their natural interactions often trigger emotional reactions from fans, especially when they support each other in their respective solo projects. Interestingly, some fandom analysts also highlighted the timing of the emergence of these rumors. Currently, public attention is indeed high on the possibility of group activities in the future. Every small movement of the members automatically becomes the subject of a big discussion. Is it true that there were private conversations discussing comebacks? For now, the answer is still uncertain. There is no public evidence that directly confirms the content of Jungkook and Jimin's private chats. However, what can be certain is that both of them continue to show signals that they remain active, productive, and have plans for the future. For ARMY, moments like this are actually part of the excitement of waiting. Between theories, hopes, and facts that are slowly being revealed, the fandom continues to move with enthusiasm. One thing is for sure, every time Jungkook and Jimin's names come up together, the world's attention immediately falls on them. And if there is indeed a comeback in the works, ARMY knows that they just have to wait for the right time until everything is officially announced. So, are these private chat rumors real or just fan interpretations? For now, stay wise in responding to it. Enjoy the moment, keep an eye out for official updates, and as always, let time take care of everything. ARMY's enthusiasm is never half-hearted. After rumors of a private conversation between Jungkook and Jimin became more and more crowded, many fans began to retrace old moments that they might have previously missed. Every piece of interaction, every short sentence in the live, even the smallest expression of both are now being reanalyzed more carefully. One of the things that keeps this discussion alive is how Jungkook and Jimin are known to be quite open about their work process, but still maintain the boundaries of privacy. On several occasions, the two have indeed mentioned that they are preparing something for the future. However, they are also consistent in not leaking details before the time comes. This is where the fandom's dilemma lies. On the one hand, ARMY is very familiar with the BTS pattern that often gives subtle spoilers before big announcements. On the other hand, past experiences also teach us that not all interactions have hidden meanings. There are many sweet moments between Jungkook and Jimin that are indeed purely friendships, without a specific agenda. Some fandom analysts even consider that the virality of the private chat issue is more triggered by very sensitive timing. When public attention is high on the group's possible future activities, the slightest rumor can quickly escalate. Interestingly, there are also fans who highlight small changes in the way the two interact in the latest content. For example, the way they respond to each other on community platforms, or how they address each other in public conversations. For some armies, these details feel different than in the previous period. But again, it's important to put everything in a healthy perspective. There is no concrete evidence to suggest that Jungkook and Jimin actually discussed a comeback through a private chat that was leaked to the public. Until now, everything in circulation is still in the form of interpretations, compilations of moments, and fan theories compiled based on pieces of official content. What is even more interesting is how the two still show strong synchronization as a group mate. On various occasions, both Jungkook and Jimin have emphasized that they always support each other's projects. This endorsement often comes naturally, not something made up, and it's what makes many fans feel like their relationship is so genuine. In addition, if you look at their career patterns in recent years, both members are known to be very perfectionists about their work. Jungkook is known for being detailed in music production and performance, while Jimin is known for being very emotional and totality in every concept he works on. This combination of characters often leads fans to speculate that if they prepare something together, the results will likely be huge. However, the safest approach is still waiting for official confirmation. History has repeatedly shown that BTS always has a way of surprising fans at unexpected times. Many of their big projects in the past were announced suddenly after a long period of speculation. Therefore, it's no wonder that ARMY is now in full standby mode whenever a small clue appears. Amidst all the theories circulating, one thing that deserves to be appreciated is how strong the enthusiasm of the global fandom is. Discussions about Jungkook and Jimin don't just take place in one country, but spread across the international community. This shows how much of an influence the two have in the music industry today. In the end, is it true that there is a private chat discussing a comeback? The exact answer is still a mystery. But what is clear, Jungkook and Jimin continue to show that they are active, focused on their work, and still maintain warm communication with fans.